Hi, this is Idris and I hope you're having a good time. In this video, I'll talk about a very interesting app developed by Olympus called Olympus Image Palette. In this app, you can explore some nice art filters, you can prepare photo stories, and you can also add your signatures and logos. But if you're looking for working with Olympus raw images, I would suggest different other apps. So this app is primarily for editing. So it's like any other I would say app with cool effects. So you have we'll start with you have two options, edit photo and photo story. So I'll start with the edit photos, and I'll explore my gallery. So I'll go to Olympus folder and I'll take a picture of Navya, who's an upcoming model, and I'll be sharing all the Instagram handles of people, those who are featuring in this video. So very simple, you have frame options, sizes. So I go with original and say next. So this is the first gallery where you have art filters. So you have 31 filters and 8 supplementary effects. So you can explore whatever you like. I particularly like grainy effect 2. And when you are on black and white, these two things will pop up here. So N and N. So one is black and white filter. You have if you have shot with black and white film rolls on SLRs, you would remember putting those color filters to cut down, filter down some colors. So this is the same effect. So you have yellow, orange, red, and green, and then you have tones. So you have neutral or none. Then you have sepia. Then you have blue. You have a little purple effect, and then you have green. So these are the options along with the grainy film. And then so if you don't want, you can just put it off by going to normal, tapping there, and then you have a lot of options. You have you can try partial coloring. Let's say this picture, so it turns it into black and white and pop a particular color, let's say something like this. So if you like this effect of color pop or selective coloring, this app is quite easy to use. And then you have different varieties. So you have partial color 1, 2, 3, so different intensities, different algorithms. And then, as I said, you have 31 filter effects. So just try. And with this, you can also try doing let's say pinhole effect. So you can do that. So you can 31 plus 8 effects. So I say off, go to none effect, so I keep it normal. And then number 2, color creator. So here is this circle. You can see it basically works on hues and saturation. So this coloring here adjusts about 30 levels of hues and about 8 levels of saturation. So if we turn it around on the outer side, you can see so many hues. It's very interesting. And then if you bring it in, you can explore different intensity of saturation. And if you bring it like closer to the circle, like to the center of the circle, you see no colors because there is no saturation, so it's completely gone from the picture. So you can explore this if you like a particular color effect in the picture. I'll go back to normal. And then the third part, highlight and shadow control. So if you go here, you have a curve, and it basically works in 3 simple ways: highlights, midtones, and shadow areas. So I'll just open a little bit of highlights here, and no, that's too much. Yeah, somewhere here. And for before, after, anytime you can just see here, tap here and see. So it's better. And so I just want to show you how it works. So I'll just go back to normal, no effect. Yeah. So then the fourth part, which is I think quite interesting. So I go to here, and I will create a new logo or new filter. So freehand signature. So you can write anything. So you can just write your name and say done. So this will be like a transparent signature. You can keep it, you can use it wherever. But let's say you don't want to use freehand, you want to use a picture instead of a logo. So I'll go to the files here and I say logo. So I pick up my logo and tap the color you want to make transparent. Of course I want to make white transparent, so I'll tap on white, and then I can also change the intensity here. So I say white and my logo becomes transparent here. So let's say I want to switch this off. Yeah, and also I'll show you how this works. So this is of course sign to switch it off, then rotation, and if you're working with different layers, this is for the for different layers, and then this is to change the intensity. So I tap here, so it will take me to the original image, and then I can change any if I want to do. So no, I don't want this, so I'll just switch it off, and I'll pick up a logo, and I say tap here, white and gone. So I'll keep my logo here. This is not required, so I'll keep it smaller and here. And this was shot on Olympus in my studio, EM1 Mark II, 45mm. So I take Olympus here, maybe on the top. So that's it. It's so simple. You can easily place your logo and camera logo if you want to, and it's very easy to use. And then you have settings. You can save size, so you can save quite a big large file of JPEG. It's quite decent, I believe. And as I said earlier, if you want to work with raw Olympus files, you can use dedicated app, but this is primarily for basic editing. And then you can do basic controls like your interface on the right. So the color creator circle which was appearing on right can appear on left as well if you want. Then simple things of date to appear in which order, shooting information, and some legal stuff. So I go to zero effects, I'm here, and so I go to photo stories. So these are the few templates. You have standards, zoom in, zoom out, layout, and fun frame. So I'll start with fun frame, and you can choose 2 pictures. So I'll go to my library, pick up 2 holy images which I shot, and so this is how it works. And you can then also move these images. So, and you can also add logo if you want. So if you want to add logo, you can go here, tap, and just tap on white, and you can just add. And shot with the same camera. So I also use this one. So it's quite cool, it's very easy. So you have these templates you can just fill in. So if I tap here and say OK, so I can choose different style, but it'll pick up the same images. So like this. But if I want to change the images, I can go to home, say OK, and even if I do the same effect, it'll ask me to give more images. So this time I'll explore layout. So I'll go to layout, take 2 pictures, go to the gallery, and I take picture of Garima Bandari, and so you have 2 images. So you can just explore. So cool, very cool for stories, and so because they are templates, you just have to get the good picture to fill in the template. So it's quite nice, and then you can add logo as well. So we'll go to third option, which is zoom in, zoom out. So this time it will pick up 1 picture, and it will make it will zoom it out. So let's say I pick up this picture of Safdarjung, which I shot handheld with this amazing camera, and EM1 Mark II. I quite like it. And then so this is it. It's so simple. So it is picking up the same image and zooming it out for you to see details, and you can apply these filters if you want. So I think it's quite cool. The colors are popping out, and so we'll explore the last photo story template, which is standard. So you can just pick up let's say 3 images. So you want to use let's explore this one and pick up 3 images. So go to the same folder again, and let's say I want to use these holy festival images, and these are the effects. So if you want this pale light effect, I don't want. This is too much color because my picture is already, and then grainy films, and I want none. So you can just do this as well, and you can zoom out. So these are the ready-made templates for you. So it's quite cool for your stories, if you want to post on social media, and you can share it with your friends. So this is it from my side. If you want me to make video of any other app which you have in mind, please write to me in your comments, and I'll try and make video of that as well. Thank you so much for watching.